now joined by Martin Haupts of Phanes Group. Martin, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, Tabila, for having me.
Martin, let's look at the theme for this year. We're looking at 20 years of power generation on the African continent, the 20th anniversary of the Africa Energy Forum. What's your take on it?
Well, first of all, 20 years with this event shows you that it's really one of the must-have fixtures in the calendar. So I think African Energy Forum is one of the places where you meet the decision makers and all the relevant industry players. As far as the overall state of play in the industry is concerned, I think what we're seeing here is now a convergence of different energy generation sources. Phanes, so our company, is basically a solar player, but what you see coming up strong is storage, hybridization, which basically forms maybe the new energy mix on the continent.
Take us through some of the work that Phanes does.
We are a solar specialist, so we are very strong in West Africa, where we are in about 9 ECOWAS countries. We're also strong in Southeast Africa, so for example last year we've been appointed preferred provider in Malawi. We're now in Mozambique, in Lesotho, entering Zambia. So in total we're in 13 countries, and we are focusing on solar, but with a view to couple solar for specific applications with add-ons like storage, hybrid, and different business models such as off-grid or captive.
You've just taken us through some of the African countries that you operate in, Mozambique, Malawi, Lesotho. What have been some of the challenges or maybe barriers when trying to do business in African countries?
It's let's say it's a young industry in a young environment. So very often we're basically struggling a little bit with the regulatory environment in the countries where we are. We have obviously the natural obstacles, like for example patchy grids, transmission networks that don't allow us to do as much as we would like to do, even if the decision makers on the other side of the table and we are in sync. However, we're clearly seeing the industry coming of age. You can see probably in the last 2 years there were more financial closures than in the 10 years before that. And I see a bright future for renewable energy on the continent.
And now just finally, the AEF 2018 is essentially a meeting of minds. What are you hoping will be some of the outcomes at the end of the conference?
Well, I mean, for us, from a corporate perspective, we're meeting more old friends than new friends. So basically everybody who you need to see is very much present at this event. We're taking this opportunity basically to have dialogues with partners who we're not meeting so frequently during the year, basically furthering some deals that we're having. We had very fruitful discussions with decision makers on the governmental side of 2 or 3 countries where we are. And that shows you also the quality of attendance that you have here, that you have the possibility to meet these people in a very luxurious environment, I have to say this here.
Very luxurious indeed. Martin, we'll have to leave it there. Thank you very much for an insightful discussion.
Thank you so much, Tabila.